we want to get your thoughts on something. JJ Redick was a guest on Shaquille O'Neal's The Big Podcast, where the duo spoke about the greats of the game. And JJ had some particular comments that raised eyebrows about the Michael Jordan era of basketball. Take a listen.
I'll say this with Michael Jordan, and I don't mean this to be controversial, but like everybody talks about all these, the context of this era. Michael Jordan, the Dallas Mavericks were added as the 23rd team in 1981. Jordan was drafted. During his heyday, 6 teams were added to the NBA. There were 90 players added to the NBA. Like, that does that not water down? I'm not talking playoffs, by the way. No chance we're talking playoffs. Does that not water down the regular season to a degree?
All right, UD, your reaction to those comments by JJ.
I disagree. It ain't like they was getting 90 ducks. You still get NBA players. If you wasn't getting 90 civilians, you were still bringing in guys that had skill set and NBA talent. So, and you could say today we got the 2-way contracts where guys go to the G League and come in. So does that mean the league watered down now? I gotta disagree. I like JJ, but I disagree with him on that one.
Well, first of all, it's okay to disagree with people you like. You'll learn that. You'll disagree with me alike. And I know we got love for each other, okay? That's just the way that it goes, all right? That's number one. JJ, I love JJ to death. Brilliant, brilliant mind. No question about it. He done lost his damn mind with this assertion. I don't know what the hell he talking about. He is off his rocker. This is the reality. And this is what, and you can appreciate this better than me because you're the one that played in the league for 20 years. This is what drives me crazy. Folks who are successors don't pay enough attention. I won't say respect because they do respect it, but they don't pay enough attention to the predecessors who paved the way, enabling them to do what they did. Before there was Dr. J, there was Connie Hawkins.
Yes.
Before there was MJ, there was Dr. J. You don't think Dr. J had an impact on MJ? You don't think MJ had an impact on Kobe? You don't think Kobe had an impact? The Vince Carters of the world and others. Of course, you don't think Kevin McHale and these guys had an influence on Tim Duncan? Of course they did. It just drives me crazy when people lose sight of that. I understand the game has changed. JJ is one of those guys that's looking at the athleticism that exists, the pace of play, how it's quickened, how more is required physically of talent today compared to what it was. But did you watch the Bad Boy Pistons?
Oh, man.
Did you watch the Pistons? Did you watch the Philadelphia 76ers and the Boston Celtics in the early 80s, even with the Twin Towers in Houston? Do you remember when Mark McGuire and those boys were on the Dallas Mavericks back in the day with Rolando Blackman and Derek Harper? Do you remember San Antonio with Artis Gilmore? Do you remember Milwaukee with Bob Lanier? Do you remember some of the stuff that paved the way? It amazes me that, and now, by the way, you can speak to this, UD. The game was far more physical back in the day than it is today. You could foul out for having bad breath today. You understand what I'm saying?
Even though you hit the nail right on the head. I was right behind you. I was with you on that one. The game was way more physical. Them was grown men back then. And you had to guard your yard. It wasn't 50 pick and rolls. If they saw a mismatch on the court, they were going at you every time. And they had to take you out. You couldn't play that night because they was going to go at you and embarrass you every night. So I agree 1,000%. You had to be a grown man to play back then. Anybody could pretty much go out there. Yeah.
And even then was when Jordan dropped 63 at the Garden and Larry Bird called them Garden gym shorts. You had the Jordan rules because of the Bad Boy Pistons. Yeah. You got to go through what he had to go through to get to where he is. And you're going to talk to us about errors? Please, JJ is brilliant. Love him. Does a great job for us on every level. Watch his game. Watch his podcast with LeBron James, your former teammate and boy. Do all of that. Just don't listen to his ass when it come to this. No,
he did wrong. He did wrong with that one. And MJ my GOAT. MJ my GOAT. I'm gonna go like MJ my GOAT. He always gonna be my GOAT. And that takes nothing away from what guys are doing today. It's great to watch. The game is amazing, but MJ my GOAT.
Right.
That's gonna be my GOAT.